This is Chapter 13, Distributing and Promoting Products. Online commerce brings consumers and businesses together in ways we could never have imagined. By collecting and studying purchase data, retailers know what we want even before we do. So let's start the chapter. In this chapter, we're going to look at the concept of place, the distribution mix, and the different channels and methods of distribution. We're going to look at promotion and discuss the considerations in selecting a promotional mix. We're going to discuss the tasks involved in personal selling and various types of sales promotions. Here are our learning objectives. 1. Explain the meaning of distribution mix and identify the different channels of distribution. 2. Describe the role of wholesalers and the functions performed by intermediaries. 3. Describe the different types of retailing and explain how online retailers add value for consumers on the internet. 4. Define physical distribution and describe the major activities in the physical distribution process. 5. Identify the objectives of promotion and the considerations in selecting a promotional mix and discuss the various kinds of advertising promotions. 6. Outline the tasks involved in personal selling and describe the various types of sales promotions. The distribution mix. Where can a person buy a product, or where can a consumer get a service? Distribution mix is the combination of distribution channels by which a firm gets its products to end users. In marketing, this is considered to be the P for place. Okay. Intermediaries and distribution channels. An intermediary is an individual or a firm that helps to distribute a product, and the purpose is to get the product into the hands of a customer. Wholesaler is an intermediary who sells products to other businesses for resale to final consumers. Retailer is an intermediary who sells products directly to consumers. A retailer would be a store. A wholesaler would be considered to be a middle person, you could say. Distribution channel and direct channel. Distribution channel is the network of interdependent companies through which a product passes from producer to end user. And direct channel is a distribution channel in which a product travels from producer to consumer without intermediaries. So direct channel, just as it sounds like, is directly from producer to consumer. And distribution channel means that there are more people or companies rather in the mix. So a lot of these intermediaries could be freight companies, shipping companies, etc. Retail distribution requires a large and costly amount of floor space for storing and displaying merchandise at brick-and-mortar facilities. Wholesalers relieve the space problems by storing merchandise and restocking store displays frequently. This is something that maybe you have seen some different companies like Pepsi or Coke, or even potato chip companies like Lay's or tortilla chips come to different grocery stores and replace out-of-stock products themselves and shelf them. Wholesale distribution. Wholesalers are independent operations that buy products from manufacturers and sell them to various consumers or other businesses. They usually provide storage, delivery, and additional value-adding services, including credit, marketing advice, and merchandising services, such as marking prices and setting up displays. So a lot of the time, if there's a display that's put up in a, let's say, Jewel, this would be done by wholesalers. Wholesalers also don't usually have the name, any household names that we would think of per se. Distribution by agents or brokers. Sales agent is an independent intermediary who generally deals in the related product lines of a few producers and forms long-term relationships to represent those producers and meet the needs of many customers. A broker is an independent intermediary who matches numerous sellers and buyers as needed, often without knowing in advance who they will be. This is a chart that shows, a graph rather, that shows the channels of distribution. So the producer is the first step. Then, if necessary, it would go to the agent or the broker, as it would in the distribution by agents or brokers. If there's no agent or broker involved, the producer would skip that stage and go on to the wholesaler, which you would see as Channel 3 wholesale distribution. After the wholesaler is involved, it goes to the retailer. Okay, so you could see this in Channels 2 and Channel 3. In Channel 2, it goes from the producer straight to the retailer. In Channel 3, wholesale distribution goes from the producer to the wholesaler to the retailer. Channel 4, distribution by agents or brokers, goes from the agent straight to the end user. And direct distribution, the straightest path between two lines is a straight line, would go from the producer to the end user, the customer. Value-adding intermediaries. You could see how all the producers get involved to connect with different consumers, such as in the case of a supermarket. Distribution strategies. There's intensive distribution and exclusive distribution on this slide, followed by selective distribution on the next slide. Intensive distribution is a strategy by which a product is distributed through as many channels as possible. So there would be an online channel and a physical distribution channel. As some examples, exclusive distribution is a strategy by which a manufacturer grants exclusive rights to distribute or sell a product to a limited number of wholesalers or retailers in a given geographic area. So there is a limitation to this exclusive distribution. Selective distribution is a strategy by which a company uses only wholesalers and retailers who give special attention in sales efforts to specific products. So this would be for promoting only certain kinds of products. Channel conflict and channel leadership. Channel conflict is conflict that arises when the members of a distribution channel disagree over the roles they should play or the rewards they should receive. So basically it would be the middle people fighting amongst each other for higher stakes. Channel captain is a channel member who is most powerful in determining the roles and rewards of other members. Wholesaling. Merchant wholesalers. These are independent wholesalers who take legal possession of goods produced by a variety of manufacturers and then resells them to other organizations. Full-service merchant wholesalers are a merchant wholesaler that provides credit, marketing, and merchandising services in addition to traditional buying and selling services. So this would basically cut out the middlemen in this. And in merchant wholesalers, it is produced by someone else, leaving the middlemen there. Limited function merchant wholesaler might be cheaper. than a full-service merchant wholesaler. This is a merchant wholesaler that provides a limited range of services. Drop shippers. These are limited function merchant wholesalers that receive customer orders, negotiate with customers, take titles to goods, and arrange for shipment to customers. The advent of the e-intermediary. An e-intermediary is internet distribution channel member that assists in delivering products to customers or that collects information about various sellers to be presented to consumers, or they help deliver online products to buyers. So some modern day examples of this would be people dropping off different products ordered off Amazon, would be considered something like Grubhub, would be considered something like DoorDash or Uber Eats. Syndicated selling is an e-commerce practice whereby a website offers other websites commissions for referring customers. This is actually considered to be affiliate marketing, where people would find out about different products by blog entries from another website and a lot of display ads from another website. Shopping agent is an e-intermediary middleman in the internet distribution channel that assists users in finding products and prices, but does not take possession of products. Types of brick and mortar retail outlets. Okay. Department stores, supermarkets, specialty stores are on this slide. Department store is a large product line retailer characterized by organization into specialized departments. So you could think of something like JCPenney, for example. Supermarket is a large product line retailer offering a variety of food and food-related items in specialized departments. You could think of Jewel. Specialty store is a retail store carrying one product line or category of related products. And you could think of this as Old Navy or Gap, etc. Bargain retailer, retailer carrying a wide range of products at bargain prices. So this you could think of as a Family Dollar, Dollar General, etc. Discount house is a bargain retailer that generates a large sales volume by offering goods at substantial price reductions. So this you could think of as an outlet store. Maybe you've seen some Adidas or Nike outlet stores around. Could be something like Home Owners Buyer Outlet. Catalog showroom is a bargain retailer in which customers place orders for catalog items to be picked up at on-premises warehouses. So this would be something more along the lines of furniture or large ticket items. Factory outlet is a bargain retailer owned by the manufacturer whose products it sells. So something like this would be like a fitness factory outlet, which I've seen a couple of. Wholesale club is a bargain retailer offering large discounts on brand name merchandise to customers who have paid annual membership fees. You could think of Costco or Sam's Club. Convenience store is a retail store offering easy accessibility, extended hours, and fast service. You could think of 7-Eleven or White Hen, if you remember White Hen. Non-store retailing. Direct response retailing is a form of non-store retailing in which firms directly interact with customers to inform them of products and to receive sales orders. So this would involve customers usually calling in. Mail order catalog marketing is a form of non-store retailing in which customers place orders for catalog merchandise received through the mail. So this is something that is not seen as much anymore, but there were times when people would order exclusively from catalogs, whether it be different products for your home, different compact discs, etc. Telemarketing, which is almost non-existent these days, is a form of non-store retailing in which the telephone is used to sell directly to customers. and there is a way to be put on the do not call list. Direct selling is a form of non-store retailing typified by door-to-door sales, which I seldom see anymore. Online retailing. Non-store retailing in which information about the seller's products and services is connected to consumers' computers, allowing consumers to receive the information and purchase the products at home. Examples are Walmart.com, Amazon.com. E-catalog is a non-store retailing in which the internet is used to display products, so in other words, it's a digital catalog. Electronic storefront is a commercial website at which customers gather information about products and buying opportunities, place orders, and pay for purchases. So this would be something similar to Walmart.com, Amazon.com. Cybermall is a collection of virtual storefronts, business websites representing a variety of products and product lines online. Now we have some examples of leading online retailers in selected consumer product categories. Mass merchandise is Amazon, office supplies, staples, computers and electronics, Apple. Video and audio entertainment, Netflix. Home repair and improvement, Home Depot. Apparel and accessories, LL Bean. Home furnishings and housewares, Williams-Sonoma. Toys is no longer Toys R Us. Health and beauty, Bath and Body Works. And sporting goods, you can see. Interactive and video retailing. Video retailing is non-store retailing to consumers via home television, and you can see that's Wolfgang Puck over there. Physical distribution. Activities needed to move a product efficiently from manufacturer to consumer. So now we get more in depth with the distribution aspect. Warehouse operations. Warehousing is physical distribution operation concerned with the storage of goods. Private warehouse is a warehouse owned by and providing storage for a single company. And a public warehouse is an independently owned and operated warehouse that stores goods for many firms. Now we're on to promotion, which is another P in the 4 Ps of the marketing mix. Promotion is the aspect of the marketing mix concerned with the most effective techniques for communicating information about and selling a product to customers. Positioning, which could be a whole class on its own, is the process of establishing an identifiable product image in the minds of customers. So this would be about positioning your brand in a way that it makes the most sense for the company's goals. Promotional strategies, the pull strategy and push strategy. The pull strategy is designed to appeal directly to consumers who will demand a product from retailers. So in other words, they would demand that product from a store like Jewel. Push strategy is designed to encourage wholesalers or retailers to market products to customers. Promotional mix is a combination of tools used to promote products. 5 stages in the buyer decision process. Consumers first recognize the need to make a purchase. 2. Consumers search for information about available products. 3. Consumers compare competing products. 4. Buyers are ready to purchase products. 5. Consumers evaluate products and note their strengths and deficiencies. This is the consumer buying process and the promotional mix. So this is the example of a person who decides that they need a new car. Their problem or need recognition is that they need a new car, and companies promote this through advertising and publicity, through different commercials, news releases. Information seeking is when the customer seeks out information to compare different car models, and this is done through advertising. And if a person visits a dealership, that would be personal selling from the staff. Evaluation of alternatives, this would be at the dealership, and this would involve personal selling from the salespeople. A purchase decision would involve the sales promotion and personal selling as before. and the post-purchase evaluation would come from personal selling. Advertising is a promotional tool consisting of paid, non-personal communication used by an identified sponsor to inform an audience about a product. So this they're referring to as traditional advertising, which would be in the form of TV, radio, and other media. These are the top 10 national U.S. advertisers. Procter & Gamble is up there, followed by Comcast and GM. Advertising media is a variety of communication devices for carrying a seller's message to potential customers. So this would be print ads, radio ads, and it could be considered their search engine optimization and search engine marketing, as well as YouTube marketing. Media mix is a combination of advertising media chosen to carry a message about a product that should be delivered to customers. These are different media usages and their strengths and weaknesses. Television is by far the largest one, followed by the internet, direct mail, newspapers, and radio. Be a good idea to take a look at the strengths and weaknesses on your own to get a good idea of them. Personal selling. Personal selling is a promotional tool in which a salesperson communicates one-on-one with potential customers. Retail selling is selling a consumer product for the buyer's personal or home use. And industrial selling is considered B2B, which is selling products to other businesses either for the purpose of manufacture or for resale. Order processing is a personal selling task in which salespeople receive orders and see to the processing of those orders and their delivery. Creative selling is a personal selling task where salespeople try to persuade buyers to purchase products by telling them about their benefits. Missionary selling is a personal selling task in which salespeople promote their firms and products rather than try to close sales. These are some parts of the personal selling process. Prospecting is a step in the personal selling process where salespeople identify potential customers. They see their leads. Qualifying is a step in the personal selling process where salespeople determine whether prospects have the authority to buy and do they have the ability to pay. So the leads are then screened. Closing is a step in the personal selling process where salespeople ask prospective customers to buy products, basically where they want to seal the deal. Sales promotion. Short-term promotional activity designed to encourage consumer buying, industrial sales, or cooperation from distributors. Coupon is a sales promotion technique in which a certificate is issued to entitle the buyer to a reduced price. More types of sales promotions. Premium is a sales promotion technique where offers of free or reduced priced items are used to increase purchases. Loyalty programs are techniques where frequent customers are rewarded for making repeat purchases. POS display, point of sale display, sales promotion technique in which product displays are located in certain areas to stimulate purchase or to provide information on a product. Trade show is a sales promotion technique where various members of an industry gather to display, demonstrate, and sell products. Direct or interactive marketing is one-on-one, non-personal selling by non-store retailers and B2B sellers using direct contact with prospective customers, especially through the internet. Publicity and public relations. The final slide that I'll talk about for this chapter. Publicity is a promotional tool in which Information about a company, a product, or an event is transmitted by the general mass media to attract public attention. Public relations is a company-influenced information directed at building goodwill with the public or dealing with unfavorable events. So this would usually involve the form of media outlets, such as newspaper and online sources. If you have any questions about this chapter, please feel free to ask. Thank you.